Hello and welcome to Millwall Fan TV. This is your pre-match predictions for Millwall's upcoming game against QPR at the Den on Tuesday night. Before we start the video, if you could hit the like button and subscribe to Millwall Fan TV, both are always massively appreciated. And I thank you all so much for your support. It's been overwhelming and I just can't thank you all enough. So, but let's get straight into the video, shall we? Let's start off with the danger men and the key men of QPR. So, I think the one man stands out is Bright Asay Samuel. Fantastic player, fantastic he is. He's very, very quick, good on the ball, and he picks a really good pass here and there. I think he's probably their main threat. He's very good on the ball. He'll look to drive down our left hand side. So either Mario Ollis or Scott Malone will be dealing with him. But he's a fantastic player, and he's one that we definitely need to watch out for on Tuesday night. Their second player that I'm going to mention is a player called Lyndon Dykes. Their striker they signed for £2 million in the summer from a Scottish team. I don't actually know where, but it was a Scottish team. I don't know what team it is, but he's done all right since he's come. I think he scored 6 or 7 goals. He looks a good aerial presence for them. He's big. I think he's about 6'2", 6'3". And he's looked quite good with his feet. I mean, he scored a good goal against Brentford with his feet. So, you know, it looks like he's one of them players, good on the ball, can take the ball into his feet and also can score and also can hold the play out really well as well. So he's another one that we're going to have to look out for on Tuesday night. But let's get straight now into the Millwall team news, and let's go with the lineup that I expect to see Gary Rowett start the game with on Tuesday night. So here it is. In goal, Bartosz Białkowski, Marlon Romeo, Hutchinson, Cooper and Murray Wallace at the back, with Woods and Leonard in the middle, and Jeb Wallace and Mason Bennett on the wing, with Troy Parrott and Matt Smith up top. So there you go, there's your team. I've gone with Mason Bennett, as Gary Rowett has stated that he thinks Mason Bennett could be fit for this game. I don't know whether he'll start. He probably might make the bench, but I'm going to go with him to start. I think we need that little bit extra pace up top, that little bit extra pace in behind. And I think them two in behind, with Jeb Wallace and Mason Bennett on the wings, with Matt Smith and Troy Parrott up top in a 4-4-2, could be an interesting lineup, and it could be one that causes QPR a few problems. And it's one that we need to get that win on the board now. We need to get rid of this rut of eight games without a win. It needs to end, and it needs to end now. And we need to win this game. Because you don't want to let this sort of form go on any longer. Otherwise, it could be a problem. You know, if it gets to sort of 12, 15, then it gets a problem. But I do believe we are going to turn our fortunes around very soon. Kenneth Zohore apparently is back sort of mid to late December, according to Gary Rowett. Tom Bradshaw's also back for this game, as is Scott Malone, after not playing against Derby because he is ineligible because of his can't play against his loan team. So that'll be great. That'll be good news. Conor Mahoney's about a week on top of Mason Bennett, according to Gary Rowett. So fingers crossed, it will be a much more usual starting 11 for Millwall. Because in recent weeks we've been hit with injuries, haven't we? So fingers crossed we can come back to this game and get 3 points. But let's go straight into the score prediction, shall we? And I'm going to go for 2-0 Millwall, and I'm going to go for Matt Smith to get one. I'm going to get with Mason Bennett to get the other. So I'm going to go 2-0 Millwall. I'm going to go with Mason Bennett and Matt Smith. So there we go. Fingers crossed we can get all 3 points. It's going to be such a tough game against QPR. They're a team out of form like us, but they will come at us and they will look to make it very difficult for us. But fingers crossed we can get all 3 points and turn this bad form around. But come on, you Lions.